Hello, footies, and welcome back to FUT in Review. Today is a special episode because we are not just talking about FC25 and the latest FUT Fantasy promo, we're also welcoming back a true legend. That is right, the King of the North himself, Ingve, is back from his break, and we couldn't be happier to have him on the show. It's just like that Lord of the Ring book. It is the return of the king. Now, FUT Fantasy is all about potential live items with dynamic upgrades, the thrill of real world performances influencing your club, and of course, the internal chase for those what if moments. But if that isn't what Ultimate Team is all about, the dream of building the perfect squad, predicting the next big upgrade, and hoping for that one special pack pull. So let's get into it. How does this promo stack up? Who are the players to watch? And will FUT Fantasy bringing the magic we are all hoping for? All that and much, much more. Let's get this show on the road. But let me first say that my name is John, and it brings a smile on my face to see the bearded man himself. Welcome back, Ingve. How are you doing, my friend?
Thank you, John. I'm fine and all well. So very good to be back. Very happy to be here. So yeah, it's been nice with a break, but it's nicer to be back.
Awesome. I had this intro ready for weeks now, and it went from foot promotion 1 to 2 to 3. So you're letting me rewrite this promo every single week. No.
So-
I'm joking, of course. You need a little break, and I'm glad that paid off. And I'm so glad I can just leave the content up to you now.
nice.
And joining us, of course, is the man with the cap. Apparently, these caps go for $2 now since the dollar's crashing. Welcome back on this Friday evening show. Welcome back, Chris. How you doing?
Hi, mate. Good to be back as well. It's been a wee while. I've been very busy with work, so love to be back. Didn't get the love and attention that Ingve got, but then again, that's nothing new there, is it? So I will just be huffy and not speak for the rest of the pod.
You did for me, mate.
I'm joking. Love to be back. Really looking forward to talking about it. If you spoke to me on Monday or Tuesday, and I've been absolutely raving about how good the game is, and then all of a sudden, who knows what happened yet last night? It was absolutely crazy.
Let's start with that though, because Ingvi, last night I think we got a message from EA saying they are changing something as a test to the matchmaking. Of course, we don't know what's exactly going on, but for some it worked wonders. For some, like Chris, although Scottish internet hasn't been proving the most stable internet, it hasn't been perfect to say the least. Can you shed some light on what you think might be going on there?
EA is testing a new matchmaking system update just for 48 hours. So I think we have another day to go to see. I don't know if they're doing adjustments while this is running or they set certain parameters to go, but I think it's a different way to maybe try to make the playing field as even as possible, so there's not like one-sided delay. There might be two-sided delay now. I don't know. I'm hearing mixed feedback. Some are saying that, oh, the game is so good again. Now it's like just after the patch. And others say that, oh my God, this is worse than it was before. The worst, yeah, how the game was at its worst so far this year. So mixed
What's your
feelings.
experiences yourself?
It's been pretty bad for me, actually. Very much delay, slow, heavy. Like when I press shoot or pass, some matches like 2 seconds before the players react, which is quite frustrating. So even in squad battles, it was awful for some reason. Some of the matches, not every match, but that's the first time I had. This shouldn't affect the squad battle side because it's not online, but for some reason it was so bad and slow when I played it earlier today. I played in the Grassroots Cup. That was heavy. I had one decent match where the passes were flowing, but it's not been good for me at least. But I have a friend that struggled now for 3 weeks, and he has had flawless gameplay, and he's so happy. And he said that EA, please don't change it back.
I'm Adam on in chat says, and he's also from Scotland, been taking ages for me to find any games since it changed. I I have the opposite experience. Like it wasn't bad at all for me already, but like my games are like instant. It's like it's playing local now. So yeah, it's a weird change, but it's good. They are looking into changing, right, Chris?
Yeah, I think so. They're trying to make things better. So and they're communicating about it as well, which I like. So at least we know that they're working on trying to get the game nice and flowing for everybody.
But it's weird though. I mean, there's Adam. He's the same as me. You know, I first thought there was something wrong with the network because I noticed when you did the loading screen, I didn't actually read what it was. There was a kind of new message. There was a new message that came up that kind of said updates, checking for updates or something like that. And I thought, it wasn't like the usual squad update. And then I went into the game and
Chris, you're one of those guys that run into a tunnel when it says tunnel closed this weekend. You run in and then complain the tunnel's closed.
but the thing is, John, to be fair to me, I didn't have much time last night to play. And I jumped on just looking for a couple of quick games. And I mean, it was a disaster. You know, we've had this new gameplay. We've all talked about it. Everybody seems really, really up for it. Team of the year was tremendous. There was, the conspiracy theories about the shadow patching, which I think we'll put to bed now to say that didn't happen. But the gameplay has been in the last 4 days very heavy. Very heavy indeed. You know, last night I was playing, as I say, I was talking to you, John, I'm only playing 14, which is about 14 to anything under 20 I play. But last night I was at 38 and I was waiting for, I don't know how long it was, 2 minutes for a game. You know, reloaded the game to start with. So I'm sorry, if this is what they're going to change the game to be like, there's definitely something wrong there. So, you're on a high, EA. You're on a situation where last week's content, there was so much content last week that it was almost impossible to do everything. I mean, I don't know how you managed to play the cup thing because there was some objectives in the game last week that I just couldn't get
I'm
anywhere
still
near.
doing Maradona.
But there was loads, John. I mean, the promo itself was probably poor. The content was excellent. But this last night, and if it's going to be like this tonight, I don't know. I mean, it's going to put people off playing Weekend League for sure.
Well, let's talk about the promo of FUT Fantasy. Ingve, what is it all about? And what's this second weekend league I'm hearing all about?
Yeah, Fantasy FC promo. The players get upgrades depending on how they do in real life and their team do in real life. So for the normal active players, there's an update for winning 2 out of the 4 next league games, 10 goals in the next 4 league games. And the individual one is 1 player goal or assist in the next 4 matches. That is for attackers, midfielders, excluding CDMs. For those CDMs, defender and goalkeepers, it's a clean sheet in the next 4 matches for an upgrade. And then there is an upgrade for 0 cards, yellow or red, in the next 4 matches. So then they will get some upgrades for that as well.
0 in 4, right?
Yeah, 0 cards, zero bookings in 4. And there's also new this year is that there's a seasonal boost as well possible. If the player's club, either it's hero or normal player, wins the domestic cup, main cup. So I'm guessing, for example, Premier League is the FA Cup. And if they win the domestic league, they will get a +1 as well. So the domestic cup gives an extra playstyle plus and 99 stat. So that's for the normal players. It's similar for the heroes. Not as many upgrades. There is 1 upgrade for the club the hero represents in 2 matches wins out of 4 and 10 club goals in the next 4 matches. Then they will get another upgrade. There's only 1 +1 for the hero, and the 10 club goals in next 4 matches gives a 99 stat. Doesn't say anything about playstyles. If the club for the hero wins the seasonal main cup, it's a 99 stat and a playstyle plus. If they should win the domestic league, it's a +1 overall and a playstyle plus. So they can actually get, if the Real Madrid wins both the cup and the league, then of course, for example, Hazard will get 2 upgrades, one overall and one playstyle plus and 99 rated stat. So yeah, there's lots of information about this on the EA.
First question that pops into my mind, Ingve, is can we see, because if you look at the website, like websites, you can see how many boxes are ticked, right, from each of these ticks.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that in game?
No.
I think that is by far, I've spoken about the evolutions feeling convoluted. I think this is a proper, I like this fact, right? Put some ads, basically. But how can you keep track of it if you're not having a different website?
I don't know if you can go into the additional information on the cards and see if there's anything there, but I don't think so. I haven't, of course, packed a card. I haven't bought one, so I haven't checked. But there are websites that put up trackers and they promote them on social media that you can go into this link and then you'll see how far along each player is on the upgrade path. So it's easy to keep up if you go there. Just bookmark one page you like, and then you're good to go. And of course,
I agree, but it should be easier.
It should be in game.
Right?
Yeah, it would be nice if it was in game, either on the card or you could go some certain place in the menus to see the stats on all the players. Would of course be nice as well.
Chris, what is your thoughts of the idea of this promotion with all the versatility on the upgrades?
I think we love live cards, don't we? I mean, we loved Thunderstruck. This is one of the ones that I look forward to. It's always good to get these cards. Who knows what the pack weight's like? I think that did kind of hinder the grassroots greats as well, that fact that the pack weight just seemed to be really poor. So if it's going to be a poor promotion, then it's going to fall flat on its face because, you look at some of the prices when we start talking about the players you can buy, the top rated ones, the ones who look like they're going to do something in their league or going to score plenty of goals, they're going to be mega money. It could be down to the females, actually, where you might find some value there, depending on how their teams are tracking. You need to go and find out. But I love a live card. I just only find it very bizarre that no yellow cards or red cards in 4 games. It seems a very weird stat to put on a card. This day and age, it just takes a referee to have a mind flip and you could get booked for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no cards in 4.
No cards in 4. It's weird. It's a lot. A defender not getting booked. I mean, if your defender doesn't get booked in 4 games,
he doesn't defend.
He's doing something wrong, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You take a game this weekend coming. I know he's not in the promo, like Virgil van Dijk up against Man City. If Haaland's clean through, he's taking him out. He's taking the booking. Let's be honest. And Ingve will be sitting there clapping him, saying, "Well done, taking one for the team." So this is a bizarre stat to put on.
But then again, it's not necessary. But the boost is kind of big, ain't it? So for it.
I don't know if they're big, but there's like +1 overall. It's not inform upgrade, so they're not as big.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So +1 is like +1 stat on each stat on the card usually. So then
see it as like a little bit of an advantage, like a little bonus if he doesn't get any cards, right? Then I don't think that's too bad. Then
yeah, they can also get a skill moves or weak foot upgrade as well, which is nice, of course, if it's an.
And this goes for all the cards in the promo, Ingve?
This goes only for the normal. The heroes doesn't play the matches, so that's difficult. But normal cards,
yeah, they won't get any yellow cards. So
no, I mean, I think they only get 2 boosts. Am I right in saying that, Ingve, during this kind of promo before they get to the end of the season or the cups?
Yeah, they can get two boosts. One for winning the 2 out of 4, and one for if the club score 10 goals in 4 matches, then they can get another boost. There's only one +1 overall. The other one is stats, 99 stats for heroes. So there's not that much. But if the heroes club wins the league, they get another +1 though. So that's maximum 2 +2 for Hazard, for example, or Canu, or Viali, Cole, Francescoli, Matuidi, Georges.
I mean, so just on that, because we will start talking about the players. You look at that Gullit card and all kind of jumping through here and going to a player that's an SBC. When you first look at it, looks expensive, and I thought, well, if it gets about 3 or 4 upgrades, that is a cheap beast, that one. But he's possibly only going to get 1. You expect Madrid to do most of the damage pretty easily, and they could also win the league.
So he can get 2+2, so he could be a 93 rated card.
And do you feel that is for 700,000, Ingve, in your mind? Does that feel value for money?
If you compare him to the Maradona card, no. For example.
Or even if you take the free Zidane, I mean,
yeah, so it's a good card. It looks nice. It's probably fun to use, but I don't know if it's 750k fun. And if you have the 88 rated card, you can wait for a promo, and you won't be far off that new card, to be honest, if you're just a little bit patient. But yeah.
I mean, everything is green. I mean, John, for you, the playstyle pluses, what do you think on that card?
Perfect, right? I think pressure proven is always nice to have on midfielder. And in decisive pass, we all know that definitely has some value. I think with the good rolls, there's not like I think I agree 100% with Ingve says. There's nothing wrong with this card necessarily, but the fact is we got a free Zidane.
Yeah,
and are like, how many midfielders do you need? So, and if you also run Maradona, then as a camp, for example, then or the Pirlo card, which I do think it was better value SBC, right? Then it's hard to justify, I guess. I mean, you can't really complain about it either, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do down on the card. I mean, if you think about it as well, you've got Zidane, who is a Real Madrid legend as well. So, it's not like you're a real, if you're a mad Real Madrid fan, you've already got Zidane in your team. If you've done the paid SBC for Maradona as well, which is a really good fun card. Love that card. I mean, this just seems a very, very expensive one, and I'd like to have seen slightly more boosts on him to be as fair, because he only goes to 92 and gets the second upgrade as well. You're waiting for me. I don't even know where they are in terms of the Copa del Rey, if they're still in it. I mean, they are neck and neck at the moment for the league, so it's a tight league as well. They're not like Liverpool, who's miles ahead.
And if the domestic cup and leagues, I don't think they end until May in most. So it's like far, far away to get last boost.
Yeah, we will even have the crit event ended.
Yeah.
Before this gets lost.
So this card will be way behind the curve when it can get the last upgrade. So
if you would rate this Ingve, is this a must do, a could do, or just avoid?
If you're a Real Madrid fan and don't have any other goodie cards and tons of other, then do it. It's probably fun, but I don't think it's going to last long in your team, if I'm honest.
I think that's a fair judgment.
But
right?
Yep. But if we are talking expensive cards, and I will shut up after this, I do promise. I will get John to say it in the accent. Go on, say the accent, John.
No, I can't do it, mate.
Of the SBC. No, you did it before. Look, don't leave me hanging. You did it at the start of the show. Who is it that's on the other SBC?
I don't know what we're talking about.
He's Portuguese.
João Felix.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to talk about João Felix for a sec. Can I please do this, Ingve? Can I do this one?
Knock yourself out.
I know this is just a setup by Chris, but then nevertheless, this card has a tremendous dynamic image. It's an SBC. He comes in at around, I can't even see how much he costs.
1.250.
Yeah, so 1.2 million. And he is sleeping in his dynamic image. And you know why he's sleeping? Because he has no European matches left to play this season. Of course, I went to Rotterdam last week and watched some amazing football in Milan, and I'm just enjoying myself. So that was my little dig at Felix. He's not going to win a cup though, and he's not going to win a league though. I think for 1.2 million a year.
No, and he's not going to come on the show now. You blew that chance. So
I was wearing the final badge when I invited him, so he didn't actually want to do it anyways.
Yeah, so
I asked Santi. I asked Jimenez though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's yet to reply.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Too fresh.
Yeah. So I think it's too much for the 1.2 millions. Not going to get many upgrades, I think. The card is okay. It's good, but I don't know if it's 1.2 million is good. Not for me, at least. It's No, it's for me. It's wait. If it was 600,000 half price, maybe. But there's no way I think this card is worth 1.22 millions.
No, realistically, he'll get the 10 goals.
Yeah,
He'll
that should
get
be
the
fine.
2 out of 4 matches.
I can't see him getting the bookings.
No, because no, I'm not gonna do that.
So,
sorry, I'm not gonna go there. But I wish Theo Hernandez was in this team though. That's a different story. No, he's not gonna like. I think that's definitely. Let's quickly check his fixtures.
Just too expensive. It's too much.
No,
you
play
can do
Lazio.
a lot of. You can do better, I think, with 1.2 millions.
This is a must avoid, right? Just don't do it at any. Like, Chris, is there any reason why you should put your coins into this, as we see in your opinion?
No, because when you pulled up the play styles that he's got, I had there before when you pulled them up. Is there any scoring ones there?
Power shot, but
Power
that
shot,
doesn't work as well anymore. That's nerfed down.
So you look at it and you go, where do you play him? I suppose you could play
He's
him
a winger, 100%. He's just a winger. Yeah.
You need to play him as a winger, just dribbling and do tricks. But yeah,
if you're going to do a winger and you really want to get someone, I mean, surely you're going to go with the Malin card, aren't you? I would imagine.
That's a little bit of a different price range, though.
Yeah,
so much more cheaper though.
Half price. So I would rather get Malin than I would do the Felix, and Malin might drop under 600,000 as well. He's 650 at the moment, so I think that would show much better value than the Felix one.
I just feel after grassroots, we had the Mullen card. You got the Wirtz card. Is that right? I think is the Player of the Month in the Bundesliga.
I love your pronunciation of German.
Was that right? Was it wrong?
Like it's weird.
It's Wirtz, sorry. And then, I did Mullen right. I got that one right for sure. He's a Scouser, so I'll get that one right. But these cards were tremendous value, not a lot needed. And then you get this one here, which for a team who unlikely to win the league, as you say, John got put out of Europe as well. I don't see, it's a really weird card to pick for an SBC, and also a player who, let's be honest, blows very hot and cold, and it's mostly cold. If you look at his career, he's not really fulfilled his potential.
And if you have the Leao card in your club and you can put him in the evolution, I think that would be a better solution for left wing than this one.
A fair point.
Opinion. Yeah,
that is a fair point, actually. Yeah, I don't think
easy skip for me at least.
Yeah, and it's like I could, if they make a 5-star, it could be, but that's of course what they want for upgrade. So yeah, I think it's a waste of money. Let's put it like this.
And fodder.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely. You should never spend money. You should spend fodder.
Yep.
I forgot something to ask you, Ingve, and I'm just going to ask the dumb questions on the show live on air. If you have the Santiago Jimenez card from Feyenoord Champions League and Feyenoord goes through and Santi changed teams, will he still get upgraded? He doesn't, right?
He will move to his new club.
So that Champions League card is now rubbish, useless.
Would he get a plus? Would he get one upgrade, Ingve, before he moves? I think the only reason you get an upgrade is when you move, don't you? That's when they upgrade the card. They don't upgrade the card just now if he doesn't get anything at all.
No, this was the road to the knockouts. So this wasn't the
already done. Yeah.
So it's already done.
Right. Yeah, fair enough.
So there's not road to the finals. So because you mean the 87 rated card, because he got the new Future Stars card
in the wrong shirt. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I see. That's why I asked them question on the show.
That's okay.
But it's actually, John, I'll ask Ingve a quick question if that's okay with you. We've got the Slobozlai card, hope that was the right accent there, and the Danny Olmo one near the end of the season. We're getting near the end of the season.
I swear you make a list before we start these shows. And which players are the hardest to pronounce for me, and then you're just going to put it out there.
I'm going to say
there's
John,
another one.
You're going to do the Georgian in about 2 minutes' time. So Liverpool have been drawn with PSG, who are absolutely flying at the moment. Yep. Then if they get qualified, they'll be playing Club Brugge or Aston Villa. So you've got that possibility. Or do you go with the Barcelona player Dani Olmo, who've played Benfica and then could be facing Dortmund and Lille?
If you want the card that gets the most upgrade, I'm thinking with my head and not my heart. I think Olmo would get more upgrades. But since I'm biased, I of course gonna get Soboslai because I like him in real life. Of course, he plays for Liverpool, and I also like the stats of the card. So for me, I would go Soboslai. I don't think I think even in Liverpool could crash out versus PSG. So and if they should proceed, they still would struggle versus Villa. We just saw that last weekend. And should they be so lucky to even get past that, they will probably face Real Madrid, and that's game over.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So I'll ask John then. John, do you think Barcelona will beat Feyenoord in the semi-final?
No, let's first beat Milan. We'll see.
Anything is possible there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't consider it possible to win from Benfica. I didn't consider it possible to beat Bayern trio. So this is such a weird year. I'm not going to do any predictions Feyenoord-wise.
Yeah. No, because I mean, to be fair, if Feyenoord, you put out Inter, then you'll be facing one of the big two German teams, but a good chance there. And then, as I say, probably facing the mighty Barcelona in the semi-finals.
Yeah, well, it's already pretty impressive. We made the last 16, right? So I'm
no
happy already.
Complain. Yeah, I would be too.
Let's take it one match at a time, shall we? Also, 12 injured players this Tuesday versus Milan already. So let's see if we even have 11 players to start against Milan. Going to be a tough one. But nevertheless, this Champions League format is a different discussion. It is pretty cool, right? Not a single boring match has been played so far. It's
hate it.
I love it. Not a single boring match. It's every week is fireworks. So yeah. But I know you hate it. Okay. But then again, you hate everything, Neil.
No, I don't. But the Champions League format is stupid. The new one, it's confusing. You should see Liverpool. They won the kind of league, and they got a pretty hard road ahead of them if they're lucky enough to win the first match. So if Liverpool had swapped positions with Barcelona, I would say that okay, then there would be an advantage for winning the group. But I think Barcelona got a nicer.
Yeah.
There's no advantage.
Possible path.
After that, it's just lucky, right?
I have to say, one thing that's been really good about the Champions League draw is the fact that the teams from the same country can draw each other.
Yeah.
So, we've had the PSG versus Brest, and then we're going to have, a Madrid derby.
Almost had PSV Feyenoord, so...
Which, and then we've got, Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. I mean, those are going to be absolute, jackpot games. And the PSG Liverpool was, that's an absolute 5-star show, that one.
Well, City Madrid was a cool match as well. So I think we have a lot of high scoring or high level matches where there has to be a winner. You can't really calculate to who you're playing next because there's a little draw in between every single round. And if someone is behind, at least in this group stage or the league format, they just go all out because in the end we just need points anyways. And you see the amount of points calculated against the points that were needed in the end is actually far low. Like the actual point needed is far higher. I think you needed 11 against 9 calculated or 8 calculated at the start, which means they were all do or die matches, I think. And I quite like that format much more than knowing, okay, this league is going to be Barca and Liverpool winning this or being second, and then know exactly who's going to be the last 16 anyway. So quite like this. Of course, we're lucky, but that's also what we were. We were very, very lucky with Theo and Anders this week. Back to, ultimate football, or actually fantasy football. Ingve, do you want to discuss the team, or do you want to discuss playing 30 matches like old Wicked League style?
We forgot Carney Chukwumeka, objectives player.
How can we forget?
So he plays for Dortmund, and you can unlock him by doing. There's like I think 6 or 7 objectives, but you unlock him by doing 5 of them, which is nice. I think the card looks okay-ish, good for evolutions later. I think. I don't know if he's gonna go in many first team at the moment. Only got one playstyle plus, and it's a solid card, cam or center mid. So. But fun for Dortmund fans. He's from England as well, so easy to link, solid. I think it's a kind of perfect start for an evolution later on.
Oh gosh.
I think,
That could be.
Dortmund is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde this season. So I don't know. There's very good one match and then they're horrible the next. So
It's Feyenoord. They play exactly like Feyenoord. Going to Europe,
so
decent. Going to the league, you're like, oh, what
Yeah.
my eyes.
yeah. So
And this is nice. I think it's a decent player, right?
yeah, it's a
and it
nice
can get an
card.
upgrade, which is again, I do think it's cool. You can do this. You can get this for free. You don't know exactly where it ends up, but then again, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't do anything either.
Mm.
And it's cool dynamic image.
I can say one thing. I do like the card design on this.
It's
Very
not
nice.
green, so I like it as well.
It's very nice. I really like. I like both the heroes and the normal ones. So
Yeah, and this is a cool dynamic image.
yeah,
He's staring up.
very nice. He's praying for upgrades.
We all are. We all are.
Yeah.
Team, or do you want to talk about playing 36 matches actually?
We can talk about the teams.
Yeah.
There's one hero team consisting of 7 players. There's a team 1 and team 2. So there's a new batch coming next Friday as well. I'm not sure if there's going to be any mini release, but at least we know there's a team 2. We have 7 players now. We have Kanu, Viali, Joe Cole, Francescoli, Matuidi, Eden Hazard, and Georges, the female centre back as well. All of them have 2 playstyle plus. And of course, Hazard is like 5.6 millions, and the other ones are under, say, 900. Well, Matuidi is 3 millions as well. So it's a little bit out of my range, those 2. The other ones are okay priced. One hidden gem, according to John.
I think so. Yeah. I my eyes went directly to Nwankwo Kanu. 190,000, 21,000 currently. High pace. He is 4-star, 4-star, I think. Yeah, quickly check 4-star, 4-star.
Yep.
He is, of course, 6'5" or 196 centimeter and 80 kilos. So that makes him tall and lean, which I always quite enjoy. Well, like I said, 4-star, 4-star. Advanced forward plus plus, false 9 plus plus, target forward plus plus. Basically, got it all. He's fast. He's very big, but he's also fast. 90 and 90. 93 finishing, 94 attack position with pretty good shot power. I think 87 is fine, right? But also very tall, but also 90 agility, 92 dribbling, and of course 92 composure with good passing. This guy has it all except for the 5-star skill move, 5-star weak foot. And for 190,000, I forgot he's also press proven and finesse shot plus.
And technical as well, which helps.
Rapid, flare.
First touch is nice. Trivela, no.
I think this, it almost, I haven't tried them, of course, but when I saw the combination of stats, body type, and all the playstyles, the first thing I was like, this might be too much on one card.
Yeah, base incisive pass as well is also very nice. Finesse shot plus. That's it's a very nice looking card, I think. Very underpriced. So if he plays 2 stats, I think this could be a very good bargain.
Chris, am I getting crazy here?
No, I agree with John. I think that, let's not forget what the Vieira effect is in this game. Everybody does Vieira, no matter what his rating is, because he is tall, lean, those massive long legs. I assume it's Arsenal will be the club that he will be based on.
Represent. Yeah.
Yep, because it's a prem one there. I know it's not adequately. I couldn't see anything there.
Yeah, it's Arsenal.
A 90 rated, you would imagine going forward as we get into, FUT Birthday and Team of the Season, that 90 rated cards will be liable for Evos. So I think that would be also as well, would be, this card, I think,
But more than you need to Evo this card, though.
No, I don't think, but I
not
think he will
now,
need
but
to in the
later.
future. I think definitely in the future he will be, certainly if he is, be able to be Evo. He's a card that could stay in your team for quite some time. As well, what I'd say to people is actually at this price, go and buy him, see what he's like. You may lose a few coins, but if you enjoy using them, just keep using them. Yeah, I think I try before you fully commit to it. Get out as quick as you can. But this card may turn out to be one of those silent assassins.
Yeah, did I find a
agree.
cheap beast here, Ingve?
I think so. Yeah, I'm intrigued, so I'm gonna monitor his price. I think he can drop at least 250k, unless
How much?
150. I think it could
Oh, I thought
maybe lower.
I thought you said that he might drop 150k.
No,
okay, then.
Well, then I'm buying
Yeah.
at least. But well, if he goes under 150, it's like insane price.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at those ones, probably him. The Vialli card looks decent, 424. Unfortunately, Vialli's got hair, which is not always a good dynamic image for him. I think any card that has to look at it should be the bald version, because that is the iconic one.
Yep.
Maybe you can explain to me, Ingve, why Matuidi is 3 million. I mean, I know he's 93 rated, but that seems like an awful lot of coins for him.
Yeah, he's based on PSG, but well, he is fast, of course, 90 pace, and they kind of fixed his passing as well. Very good defensive stats. 4-star skimmer, 5-star weak foot. He has actually, I think, unique body type. That's also a big thing. He got the ping pass, intercept plus, anticipate, press proven, quick step, and relentless. So I think he's gonna be kind of a taller team of the year counter from a few years back, maybe with those stats. Kind of the way I think he would play in game.
Yeah, you talked about the Vieira effect. This Vieira with speed.
Mm-hmm. But I think he misses
mixture between Vieira and Kanté.
Yeah, but I do think he misses the sheer size of Vieira. I mean, I don't think we can ever, this game.
It's a mixture between Vieira and Kanté. I think the best from both worlds, I guess.
I just feel he's too small. If you're asking me my opinion, I think he's a little bit small. I think there's definitely something to be said for long-legged players. The Reynard card, who's the Team of the Year card, for some reason she just magically grabs the ball. Vieira's the same. Virgil van Dijk, you could still probably use his gold card if you really had to. There's definitely something in that, for that position. I would like at least. I think you need Vieira beside him, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I just don't play CDMs.
You don't play CDMs?
No, I'll tell you more about it, but you could also check out patreon.com/FUT IN Review, because early next week, we'll have a new video live for all our Patreon supporters with a new custom tactics. And one secret is it has no CDMs, so you can optimize those strikers, wingers, midfielders very, very, very neatly. Yeah, just check it out.
Good.
Who needs Matuidi there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, but he can also play CM. I don't know. I didn't even check that. Do you want to look at the other team, the full team?
Yeah, I think the main team, I guess. There are some very expensive players.
Obviously.
Yeah, we don't need to mention them, I think.
We need to mention one, and I think Chris can pronounce him pretty well these days.
Is it Cavatscalia? Cavadonna, who has moved. I didn't realize that he's actually moved to PSG. I was looking for the Napoli badge on him. So I don't.
I had the same with Mala.
He's now in the Premier League. I don't know if we can call him Cavadonna anymore since he's now moved from Napoli. 2.2 million. I think he probably will be. Is he 5'5" or be close to that, won't he?
He is 5'5"
Yeah,
already.
5'5". The card is a great fun card. It is an amazing card, but I suppose the question for me is the problem would be chem, wouldn't it really be? Because where are you going to get the chem from? Icons? I'm not sure there's many League One cards with Mbappe not being there anymore. Maybe the
I think,
Dembele card potentially.
yeah, I think many did the Dembele Blueprint Team of the Year one. So I think that is maybe the primarily the links will come from. I guess there's not that many other popular PSG players, I think, now running around. At least not that I face. So that's.
But the chemistry, seriously though, I know it's like old story by now, but with all these cards, Team of the Year cards, these stats on these cards, who cares about +1 on a boost?
It's
If
just
it's on
If you
two,
have
one or
lots of
two chem,
icons,
it's
you get.
perfectly fine, right?
If you have you have 2-3 icons, you're fine with the links. So,
Yeah, but even if he's on 1 chem, I said it at Team of the Year as well. I play Lucy Bronze on 2 chem. Like anyone notices the difference there. It's like
there is people out there, John, who are
no, there are
chem
not.
addicts. Yes, there is. Myself is one of them. 33 chem important.
It
You always
doesn't
think that
matter.
little one boost makes a difference. No, I think it's a good fun card. It should potentially come down in price. I mean, the human song card.
Hey, by 2 million. Woohoo.
It was at 7.5 when we started the show. He's now at 6.1. Not to upset my good friend O'Bugger, but I mean Spurs are a basket case of a club at the moment. They're either amazing or they're absolute. I can't swear on the show, but dreadful. Let's say, for want of a better word. Ange Ball seems to be getting found out, which is a good news for me Rangers fans. But that card.
I'm so going to get back to this in a couple of weeks after Rangers played Spurs.
But
I need to record this, and then in 2 weeks I'm going to replay this when
well,
you're back.
I'm not sure Big Ange might be in charge anyway. But that point comes, John. So let's, it might not be Ange Ball anymore. But the truth of the matter is, 6 million for a 93 rated striker. I mean, I know he's a tremendous card in game, but it seems again like a lot of coins when there is potentially cheaper and better options out there.
Yes, and
like Maradona.
And me, I need to kind of complain a little bit. He has already a Centurions card.
Very good.
He also has 2 Winter Wild cards that came not that long ago, and now he has another promo card again. So it's like his 4th non-performance promo card already. And I think that's quite unnecessary after the 90 rated cards.
I still play a Centurion card in my main team.
Yeah. So, and if you have the 88 rated Inform and put him into there's a nice evolution for that card as well, and you're not that far away from the fantasy one, the complete winger one. I think that card will be quite usable still. So paying 6 million
you can make him a
for
90 rated left winger striker as well.
Yeah, with the grassroots chem, which means that he starts on 2 chem in any team. So it's going to be a piece of cake to get him on full chem as well, compared to the fantasy one.
And a better dynamic image.
Yeah, that as well. Also 2 playstyle plus, finesse and technical on the evolution one. So that's not a minus either. The other one fantasy one has quick step, which is nice, of course, and finesse. So, but no, I don't think that's worth 6 million more than than the Inform with an evolution.
But to be fair, if there is any player deserves loads of cards, it is Son. I mean, if you ever see him on X, the videos of him, he's very respectful. He's a great player. He has been a great player for Spurs as well, and looks like he's one of the nice guys. So yeah, I mean,
I don't think anyone disagrees there, but I do agree with Ingve, the fact that he got 7 special cards so far. 5, 2, 4, 5.
Five.
He has 5th special card.
Yeah.
So that makes him 6 different versions and he get a team of the season as well, right?
For
It's a tad
some.
much.
That's a little bit much. There's many more players playing for Spurs. They could have given Dejan Kulusevski, for example, a card. Had a really good season as well so far.
And I'd
They could
never
have
buy a
given
Son card, right?
Archie Gray would have been a good one as well.
Yeah.
So there's lots of other players EA could have selected. Of course, they would maybe not sell as many packs, but
And again, he'll get some upgrades, Ingve.
maybe
Probably.
10 goals, 2 wins. Maybe I don't know what their schedule is at the moment. If there's like hard
Next
matches
match against Ipswich. So, yeah.
Yeah, a good
Ipswich.
chance there.
They have Ipswich, Manchester City, Bournemouth, and Fulham.
They could at least win 2 out of them. So
I would be. You could be shocked at that one. I mean, you've got Bournemouth there, top 5 in the Prem.
Yeah, Bournemouth is really
I
good
wasn't.
this
I was
season.
talking about City. No, this kid asked. Shut up.
So all the City fans, please write in. You know, I've upset the Spurs fans tonight, so City fans will try to upset you as well at the same time. Let's just stick it
And
to
the Milan
Liverpool.
fans, don't forget the Milan
Yeah,
fans.
Milan
today.
fans. Let's
He
just stick
can
to
maybe
Liverpool.
get the upgrade for a goal or assist though. That should be possible unless he gets injured. I remember last year almost half maybe seemed to get an injury or was injured when the promo started.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
that's
like-
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Rolf was like injured for so long, and everybody was, oh yes, she's back, and she managed to get all the upgrades in the end. It was like that was quite fun though, but there were so many injured players during that promo last year. It was kind of scary.
Looking at the timing, V, is there any play you want to highlight in this team which is like a cheap beast, or do we have to stick with Kano as the biggest, literally
Billing,
beast? Billing.
the Danish Ruud Gullit,
Wow, how would it go? So,
all in straight away.
that's some comparison you do. Yes, the Danish Ruud Gullit. I know what the title of this podcast is going to be.
The Danish Ruud Gullit, 6'6" or 170 centimeters, 4-star skimmers, 4-star weak foot, tall and lean body type. He has 87 acceleration, 87 sprint speed. He has 90 attacking position, 88 finishing, 94 shot power, 88 long shots. He has 85 agility, 87 balance, 88 reactions, 88 ball control, 88 dribbling, 90 composure. He has 90 stamina, 91 jumping, 91 strength, over 90s passing.
99 hairstyle.
And he is a CM, CDM, and CAM with incisive plus, bruiser plus. He has normal power shot, tiki-taka, intercept, technical, first touch, trickster, press proven, and long throw. So I think that he is close to
with
150.
150.
115,000 coins at the moment, approximately. Playing for Napoli. They're doing really well in the Serie A. So he should get upgrades. And already looks like a crazy good card. For me, at least.
Yeah, I think it's... yeah, I agree. This is the cheap piece of this promo on this team. I think him and Canu are like 2 standout players for me, at least. And the problem with, I've said it before, the problem with those big, expensive players is, let's imagine you get a Son and you buy him for, let's say, 5.5 million in a week, right?
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, he can be in another promo and drops like a brick stone.
Yeah, and
the
prices will go up.
When I got him, and now he's like 200k. So
the prices will go up and down. If Spurs win, they're gonna go up, and if Spurs are losing, they're gonna go down. And if you sit and watch the price, you're gonna get so stressed. Should I sell? Should I keep? Should I hold out? Should I wait? And then sitting on a card like that's so stressful. So
definitely talk about stressful, Ingve.
Yeah.
We are sending question. Many content creators sent in by Homer, and he says, I'm seeing many content creators complaining about the in-game height being broken. I think that's depth and changing to someone other than what you've said. Is it true? How much does it really affect us? And how do you and the coaches have anything to help recording it other than pause the game right away and resetting it? What's going on here, Ingve?
I don't know. Tactics are broken. There are certain safe spots you can use. So then you're fine. But like 40, I think 70, 50 are okay. But if you put anything in between, they usually reset down to the like 50 or 40, depending on where you are. So then you need to pause the game and then go in and then change the intended depth. So
me, I just set it to one of the default values, if that makes sense.
Then I think you're safe if you use the default values. But anything in between, then it works if you're in a match and change it. But if you set it before the match and it's not one of the set values, then they will be reset and not start where you want them to do.
Yeah, and many of these tactics, and I got sent a couple as well, is, hey, it's not 95 depth, but 92. Most of those are, I'm going to be quite blunt here, I'm just going to upset everyone else today, Chris, to make sure we complete the circle. But you just change a tactic that's well known. You change it from 95 to 92 to make it feel a little bit different, look a little bit different, right? There's literally, I don't think there's any difference between 92 and 95, for example. So make sure you just put it on default value and you're fine, I think. Now I get all the hate from other content creators. But I don't think it matters that much if you put it on 44 or 40, for example. So I'd go for default values, or start every game with a pause and then reset it. But I think it's a waste of momentum, perhaps, starting the game and having to pause right away. I would not quite do that myself. I'm pretty sure it gets fixed, though. I think I saw it on the list somewhere, maybe on the tracker. But I'm not quite sure. You're now looking really weird at me.
Yeah,
so
I wasn't.
I'm just gonna.
I was multitasking and it was tasking, not multi. Sorry.
We all are. We've all been there.
Just going to ask you, John. I don't know if he's one of the good guys or he's one of the bad guys. What team he come from in the Netherlands? But the Donjel Malen card. I mean, it surprised me that I realised he was at Aston Villa.
I didn't know that either.
No, so he's at a good club. He's played 4 games. I don't think he's scored many goals. The last time he played was just recently. He played against. He's potentially played against Liverpool. It looks like it. What's your thoughts on that card, John? He's coming in at 711. Looks a bit of a flying machine, if I'm being honest with you.
I think all the Malen cards this year have been. I don't even have to put it on screen, but I think all the Malen this year has been pretty cool. I think I used the one at the start. There was an Centurion.
Player pick, yeah.
Player pick at the end, right? At the season thingy.
Yep.
Yes. And I think that was a terrific card as well. I think Male is one of those cards which he's usually fast. He's not a skiller, but he's fast, pretty good shooting, generally speaking. And I think in real life, it's a really good player, which is underrated because I do think he's a better forward than he is a winger. And because of his speed, he usually gets put to the wing. And I think this card as well, if you put him as a striker with 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, he's got a 5-star weak foot, which is cool, I think. I think as a striker, he might actually be better than a winger as well.
I mean, they've got very winnable games. I mean, they've got Chelsea at home. So, I mean, Chelsea are a team that spent
last one of the English club we didn't insult tonight. So, yeah, well done.
Crystal Palace away, which they're doing not too bad. Brentford, who kind of slipped a little bit away, and then I think they've got Brighton away. So they have 3 away games in those 4, which will be difficult, I think. In between that, they've got Club Brugge and Cardiff City in the Cup. So they're still in the Cup as well. A good chance to win that. Remember, Liverpool isn't in the Cup, are they, Ingve? They've been popped out, so they won't win that, but they'll probably almost certainly win that league. It looks a good fun card, especially if you pack them, you'll be absolutely delighted. The 5-star weak foot for someone like myself looks really good. His playstyle pluses are first touch and rapid. I mean, I don't know what you think of that, John, if that's a good combination.
Yeah, I love first. Like, it's all these playstyles. I think it's just great. I don't really have much to say about. There aren't many combinations that don't work anymore, I think. Sorry, boring answer, but
no, I mean, it just looks a good fun card, that one, and I think it's one that it's under the million coins at the moment. It's probably worth a wee mention.
Definitely.
It's going to be popular. I think you'll face him a lot of times in if you play FUT champs, probably higher division rivals, you will either face him starting or as a sub, I think, because many will pick up that card either by packing him or buying him because they know how overpowered he can be when he's playing either as a starter and a sub. So it's gonna be difficult to face that card.
True. You know what's also going to be difficult to face? Another full week without you guys. But we are nearing the end of the show, so we have to make do. We have to make do. And besides that, I am off to see Paddington in the cinemas. So
Nice.
Good
nice.
luck.
Good
Have
luck.
fun. Have fun.
Good luck, he
I
says.
think you'll love it. He's a massive Paddington fan.
Well, we'll see. In all seriousness, though, thank you, everyone. There's one thing we need to highlight, though, before we go, Ingve, and that is what's up with the Weekend League in this new Weekend League, an extra Weekend League. Can you quickly try to explain? Shall I try it, maybe?
You can try.
Okay.
I'm just annoyed by it. Sorry.
All right, there's a new Ultimate Team live friendly. It's called Fantasy FC League. Basically, this is Weekend League, but then a little bit different. The rewards are structured in a league-style format. So that means every 2 wins within the tournament gets you something special, basically. I think the point that allows Ingve is the fact that you need to build a squad with a certain OVR, so general overall rating. Bronze benching, my friend, is the key, usually when that goes on. But here comes the kicker. The total number of entries available will be 36, with the maximum reward achieved at 30 wins. 12 entries are given at the launch of the live Ultimate Team friendly event on Sunday the 23rd, whilst a further 12 entries will be given on February 27th and March the 3rd. You get exclusive play rewards. Ismail Benasser for 10 wins, a road to the final Ødegaard for 20 wins, and Maicon for 30 wins. Well, what do you think about that, Ingve? Except you'd like the overall rating.
Win 30 out of 36 matches is insane. I think it's so difficult. This is like maybe 13-2 in FUT champs, in my opinion. 85% win rate or something like that.
But that's not what I'm reading, actually. So this is just to make sure. This isn't live yet, right?
Nope, it's live on Sunday, I think.
Yes. So I'm reading. It says 30 entries. 36 entries.
Entries, yeah.
30 wins.
But that doesn't mean there's 36 matches to be played, right?
It doesn't.
You can enter this 36 times, but how many matches is this league?
There has never been a league in the live friendlies before. It's just been like one match each, and each entry. Don't you remember the capped matches we had last year? Everybody was so upset and annoyed.
So you have to win 30 out of 36?
Yeah.
From what I understand, unless unless EA have changed, maybe if there's like you're gonna guaranteed 4 matches or something per entry, then okay, then it's fair enough. At least it gives a little bit more chances. But if not, then it's insane, and then it's like you have to be almost elite player in rivals.
Even then, league
ranked
friendlies
2 player in champs.
No, but those matches are ranked based. League friendlies aren't rank based, so you can match anyone, even as a pro player. You could match.
Yeah, but if you start winning a few matches, then of course the elo goes up and things. But there's like 3 players you can unlock. And of course, the most desirable ones is for 30 wins, and I think there's one for 20. And there is one for 10 as well. There's a road to the finals Ødegaard for 20, and there is a player Benacer, I think, for 10. And there is an evolution for winning 10 as well, I think, or something like that. Yeah. So, I don't think you should put those things there. There are SP points as well in that mode. I think you can 1500 times 2 on different levels. And on top of that, you can't use your main team, which you are used to. You have to make a totally new team. And if it's the same mode as the cup, which is mystery ball, then you have absolutely no clue what you're going to. And it's fun if you are playing with friends on a Saturday having a few beers. Then mystery ball can be really fun, but not when you kind of want a card that you really, really want to unlock, and then you have a capped amount and you need to win 85% of those matches. And from what I hear,
85%
there are services people can pay people,
and there's
pros,
plenty of people
to
that
play
don't
them.
get it. No, seriously, because
Yeah.
85%
But they
is even
pay.
high for pro player.
Yeah, but there are players that do this a lot and are much better than most players, average, normal, casual
Yeah,
players.
but 85% is knowing coaching and working with pro play. 85% is a whole lot. It's like very much.
Yeah.
And Adam says in chat, my friendlies form is like plus 150 or so. So it's going to be utter trench warfare for me, which I think if you say you are going to do this for players, you're going to play 36 matches or 30 out of 36, and you have no idea what the level is of the account you'll be playing on. One, it's illegal to do so, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Two, you don't know which, like, if someone takes Adam's account, and you got to be really good to get 85% on that rating, right?
Yeah, that's
This
also
is the one good thing about this is I've never played a friendly in my life, so my elo is very much down.
you should
You
be
should
able
take my
to
account
have a
to do
chance.
this. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it should, when you can unlock players like that and evolutions, it shouldn't be capped. If you want to play 150 matches to get this player really, really want, then fair enough, you can do that if you had time to do it as well. There shouldn't be like a certain very difficult amount. If it was 50%, maybe, but 30 out of 36 matches, there's going to be an insane pressure. There's going to be so much toxicity. And if you have crossplay on, if you face a hacker, probably won't face many, but if you face in the last match, you need to win and you face a hacker, people are going to break controllers, and EA are going to be the worst people in the world because of this. So I don't understand why they do it, but yeah.
Okay, worst people in the world in this time and age. I think that goes a little bit far.
When it comes to gaming, though, well, people say horrible things when they lose a match.
True.
People have been wishing death on me and my family when I beat the player. So that's I can't imagine what proper angry for this would.
Maybe you should see my DMs after every Friday.
Yeah, there you go. So it brings out the worst of many
100%.
people, unfortunately, that should seek professional help. There's no shame in that, but yeah.
So I quite like the play to win factor in here. I do think it's a little bit too random and very strict.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
it's mystery ball. It's mystery ball as well. And if you could use your main team and it was normal or max chemistry, at least, yeah. But now
mystery ball with maximum rating players as well.
Absolutely annoying. I mean, what I'd say to you is the Mycon card is very much like a Ferrari to me. They exist. It looks good. But the chance of me owning one are very, very slim.
Or seeing one in...
You can lease. You can lease a Ferrari.
You
can. Month. We can't.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
mortgage your house and lease a Ferrari.
And see if it was a 97 rated Mbappe, I would understand.
Yeah, that's a if it was Team of the Year Mbappe or some other good, then it's a different story. But
see if there's a player like Adam who's probably wanting to challenge himself to get it. Adam's a really good player, so he probably wants to challenge himself to get it. Then crack on, guys. But don't get yourself upset about it, because the truth of the matter is, if you want to go and get a Carvajal, who's probably a better card, he will be a lot cheaper and a lot less stress. So
or Lucy Bronze.
And what we'd say as well, to be fair to EA, is they've put 12 and 12. So they've no left it. Normally with these cups, you can wait to near the last bit at the end. All the good players are already out at that point. So you can normally pick up a few cheap wins. What they've done is they've even made it even tougher. So, this is the Navy SEAL training of...
Here's a Navy SEAL tip, though. Mystic Smack says, I think the play could be to wait until the last day for each round and spend the rest of the week deliberately losing friendlies to bring your form down.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about this, but whoa.
That's maybe an opportunity. But what I would say, guys, is Don't get
It's a
stressed
right
about
back.
it.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get stressed about it. Have fun. If you're going to do it, just know, as Adam says, it's trench warfare out there, guys. Buckle up.
Yeah, but if John, maybe you should read out what EA just communicated.
Yes.
Now I sent it to you as well.
Yes, I had it on the screen actually. So
Yeah, there's the last 3 or 4 messages there, but yeah.
All right. So this is breaking news. I don't have a teaser for that. But it says, EA Sports says, over the past few weeks, we've continued to see speculation that gameplay changes made through the gameplay refresh update have been reverted, changed, or shadow patched. To reiterate what we said in the most recent patch note, this is not true. It's not like we've never said that, but hey. The second message says, aside from the 2 minor issues from title update number 9, which are listed in the pitch notes, there have been no title updates, no live tuning, server-side updates, or changes of any kind to gameplay. We saw the positive reception to the gameplay refresh update across the community, and we made a conscious decision to not make impactful changes to gameplay for the time being, while continuing to monitor community feedback and internal metrics like goals, shots, and passing accuracy per game. When we do make changes, you will see them in the patch notes, which we will publish for all updates made in FC25 on our Trello page with the link below or in game. Well,
It's good that they communicate
communication,
it.
that is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
told you so. I just
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
mean,
think it's nice
the thing
of them
is,
too.
people will still say it's there if they believe in if it's there, right? So,
Yeah.
but then
Different
again,
story.
I think it is it's good. I think I quite like the fact they're now at least talking about it publicly and at least putting it out there. And
It also showed that they noticed the feedback people are giving about it, so that they're not happy with the gameplay, and that's probably why the tuning from matchmaking came out as well, to see if that helps.
that is true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Good.
So, Shadow Patch killed. All the English teams got offended tonight. Milan's not talking. Felix is not talking to us. But at least we have Ingve back. So there's that.
Not bad.
70-minute show on a Friday night. I could use a drink before I watch a little bear go ham on the cinema. In Dutch as well. So yeah, there's that. I hope everyone has a terrific weekend. Nathan and Shaq will be back this Tuesday, which had a lovely discussion on past Tuesday shows. If you haven't listened or watched already, check it out. Episode 662, where they discuss all tinfoil hat theories. And I think Shadow Patch was one of them, actually. So might be cool to listen back to that as well. Ingve, it's so good to have you back, my friend.
Great to be back.
Hopefully we'll see you back next week.
Yep.
Chris, thanks so much. Just
Thank
a couple
you,
more months before.
Great to have you back, Chris. Thanks for turning up there.
It's good to have you back as well.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate
it. It
that.
is fun to have the dynamic trio back on a Friday night, to at least have some I can take some digs at you guys and you at me without being offended too much. And you remember, it is at Chris McIntosh on X if you wanna go nuts at someone about insulting all the teams tonight.
You know, you can do your Ange ball. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll see that in a couple of weeks, man. It's cool draw though. No further travels for you, at least.
Yeah, but look. Hey, it's going to be fun. I have to say, didn't like the changes to the European competition, but actually, these games coming up are going to be absolute dynamite.
Yeah, true. And I'm going back to Milan again, so there's that. At least 2 trips to Milan in 1 year again. So that's been a while.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, everyone have a great weekend. I'm back now. I'm going to make sure I get the Maradona and Jaap Stam Evo finished, which we'll probably talk about next week. And I'm going to see if we pack something. And remember to put in your feedback on the Spotify and YouTube comments, because we love reading them. And we very much appreciate you listening and watching, of course, our show. That leaves us with one small thing left for us to do, and that is to
Drop it.
drop it.
Drop it.
FUT in review.